Hi Libra, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading, and this week we are doing the monthly readings, okay? So looking at March for 2024, what's going on for you in March. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. Every single like, comment, and subscribe really does mean the world to me, so thank you. Also, if you do leave a comment, you will go in the draw to win that free personal reading as well. But today we are using, I've got the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, another beautiful deck by Lucy Cavendish. The Lenormand I'm using, I have this week the Red Hand Lenormand, quite a few extra cards in that deck. And I do have two Love Oracle decks here as well. So we have the True Love Oracle as well as the Angel Answers. Okay, so if there's a specific sort of question in mind for you, we do usually get some answers come through with that deck as well. But I am going to split the month, start, middle, end, and we'll sort of have a look and see what's happening for you in March. Okay, start, middle, end of March for our Libras. Libra, what's going on for Libra in March? Just wanting to quickly double check. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to find where I've written. Okay, all right, so the reason I sort of was having a quick check there, Libra, the first card we have for you is the Wolf Moon. Right now, that was actually the full moon in January, so it is commonly known as the Wolf Moon. So there may be something that has started in January that is affecting the start of March for you here. It does say, I will watch over you. So it's talking about some sort of protection element coming through here. But for some of you, that may be related to something in January, the middle of January there. There may also be something, I have just uploaded the shadow work for February, but there may have actually been something in the previous shadow work that is related to the start of March for you here as well. Okay, Libra. So just keep that in mind, that if you do want to go back and have a look at that January shadow work reading, there may be something for you in that one, because I do the full moon shadow work readings, and it does say, I will watch over you. So there's an element of protection coming through from that, but it is affecting the start of March here. It does talk about, your protective nature. I'm getting the tribe sense, the wolf pack sort of sense from that card as well. So there may be something going on at the start of March where you're needing to be protective, or you're needing to, rely on somebody's protection of you. Okay, so it's very interesting. I will delve into that a little bit more as we go through with the Lenormand, but the Wolf Moon, I will watch over you. That is card number 1 in this deck as well. So it's kind of does give me that leadership kind of vibe with that being the one as well. So it's kind of like something or someone is kind of protecting you in a leadership kind of way. So there may be someone at the start of March that is, like a boss figure or a leadership type person for you, who really is actually, looking out for you at the start of March. There may be something happening where somebody's needing to sort of look out for you in some way. But then the middle of March, we do have the Artemis of the Forest card. Okay, now you are independent and free. All right, so looking after yourself and doing things for yourself. So, for some of you, like I said, with that leadership vibe I was getting from that wolf moon, the wolf pack kind of, the protection and the leadership kind of vibe coming through. And then it's kind of enabling you to be able to then move forward into being your own leader and leading your own life. So I feel as though there's a teaching element coming through there as well, that, at the start of March, someone is really kind of, leading the way for you. And then in the middle of March, it's kind of you going out on your own 2 feet. I'm seeing the little out of the Bambi movie, where Bambi, takes first steps. You can imagine a little, especially with the deer in that picture there. You can kind of imagine that the deer taking its first few steps, and it's doing the little stumble, but now you're independent and free, and it's kind of finding your own feet here with something. And then the end of March, we do have the bats in the belfry card, which does say you can achieve great things. So, it's kind of a progression I'm seeing here. We've got that leadership, something, leading you and showing you this is how you need to do it, Libra. And then you sort of taking your first little stumbling steps during the middle of March, and then, toward the end of March, realizing you got this. You can, now that you've found your own independence, that you can sort of walk on your own 2 feet, you really are heading into being able to achieve great things for yourself here. So it's actually coming through in a really sort of positive way there. But it does feel as though it's, it's that sort of progression, someone showing you what to do, then you sort of stumbling with your first few little steps, and then, realizing at the end of March, I got this, I can do this, this is going to take me, some really great places. So very interesting. I love that energy for you, Libra, but we'll delve into it a little bit here. I'm going to pull all the Lenormands at once so we can sort of do the progression through the time frame as well. Okay, but starting with the Wolf Moon. Libra energy for the start of March with the Wolf Moon, please. Okay, Libra for the middle of March, Artemis of the Forest. Artemis of the Forest energy, the middle of March for Libra. And the end of March, Bats in the Belfry. What's going on for Libra at the end of March, please? Yeah, so I'm really seeing this same progression coming through here. To start off with that Wolf Moon, I will watch over you, I will protect you, I will show you the way, Libra. Firstly, we do have the Fox energy. Okay, so that's kind of that boss energy right there. Somebody who is quite clever and charming. They tell you what you need to hear in order to, get you moving into this energy, show you the way, so to speak. There's somebody who's probably a little bit like, they really know how to sell the story. They know how, they're a bit of a salesman kind of energy in that, but they are somebody who by themselves, it's because I'm getting a strong message here of something to do with your independence being very important. And this person is very independent as well, very smart and independent. They look out for themselves, and they're sort of taking you under their wing, I feel, a little bit, or leading by example here. And before you are actually taking those little stumbling steps out yourself, that Fox energy, it's really, I do feel for some of you, this may just be observing somebody in your life and the way that they are, and the way that they are very, independent, and the way that they, sell a good, I keep getting that phrase, sell a good story. They say what, they say things in a way that is very clever and, salesman type esque, where they'll tell you all the really fantastic qualities and sell up the really good sides of something, and get people, they're able to sort of get people on board because they're selling up all the really positive qualities here. It's kind of that someone who maybe they may be very business minded as well. The Fox energy is somebody usually very business minded as well, so they're really good at making a good exchange and trading. I'm getting trading coming through here, so for some of you this may be someone who's like a financial trader and those sorts of things as well. But we do see that progressing into the ship energy. So it's kind of like they're kind of like, this person is sort of, showing you the way, showing you that you can start this adventure for yourself. It's, the ship really does talk about starting a new journey, starting a new adventure for yourself. So I do feel for some of you, this is definitely like a business thing where it's kind of, this person is showing you how to do it. And then you're kind of going, and then they're kind of saying to you, it's time for you to get on the boat and start that journey for yourself now. And we see you sort of, as I said, moving forward into the month, starting to take those tentative steps. But we do see the ship, the journey. There may be some sort of travel or distance involved for you in the start of March here. You may be sort of taking some sort of travel. You may be sort of just starting that journey in that sort of adventure sense, rather than, I don't feel like for majority of you that doesn't really feel like physical travel, but it does also show us that this fox energy, they may also be somebody who has quite a lot of overseas business connections, those sorts of things as well. It can talk about that sort of stuff as well. They may be sort of saying to you, okay, now I need you to take the reins because I'm going overseas, I'm traveling. So that definitely could be what that is as well. But we do see the sun coming through at the start of March for you here as well. And the sun is all about, I'm seeing that celestial influence with the moon and then the sun energy here. The sun really is that guide. It's bringing things to the surface, bringing things to light for you, showing you how to start this journey for yourself. It does talk about a lot of, there's a lot of happiness with the sun energy as well. So, but I really feel as though, more than anything, it's showing you the way, it's lighting the way for you to start this journey for yourself here. Then when we're moving toward the middle of March with the Artemis of the forest energy, now you are independent and free. We do see, okay, firstly, I've got the moon energy. So once again, we're getting that moon energy, but this time it's a little bit more emotional. So there are some emotions connected here for you that I just feel as though that's just you personally, Libra. There may just be a bit of an emotional time in the middle of March here where it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of the breaking free from this fox energy a little bit. It's kind of like, okay, now I'm pushing you out to take on your own, to take your own steps out into the world here, and for you it's a bit like, oh, but I'm feeling a bit emotionally vulnerable about doing this. It's, I'm feeling a little bit sensitive. I'm raising, just having a moment, I feel. And then we do have the coffin coming through as well. So that really just shows us that there's a full death and rebirth here for you, that, something is, one phase of your life is ending and you're being reborn into this new phase of your life. And it's telling you, it's okay to close the lid on any of those emotions that have been brought up for you. It's okay to sort of, end those past, the past way of thinking out, so that you can have this new beginning in I feel, your own sense of freedom, breaking free from anything that has sort of held you back in the past. There may be, with that, the moon and the coffin coming through there may just be some emotional attachments that you are needing to just end out, that are no longer serving your highest good. And you're kind of realizing, look, if I want to move forward, if I want to be independent and free, I do need to let go of those emotional attachments to that past stuff that's not doing me any good. But we do also see here that rebirth, that new beginning. We also have the fish coming out for you here. So that new beginning is creating a lot of abundance, wealth. It's a financial card as well. So we definitely do see you being, taking those first steps into being independent and free is really, giving you this opportunity to increase your abundance in the world, increase your independence in yourself as well. Like it's really just coming through as a increase for you, and an increase of confidence, an increase of new opportunities coming through for you, especially financial opportunities as well. So and that's following through into that you can achieve great things, because I think that fish moment is where you actually start to realize, like, this is a brand new beginning for me. This is something where I can move forward into, great things in my life and having great things in my life. All right. So we do see that new beginning, and that's following through with the child energy, which is definitely that brand new beginning, something where you know that this is just starting, but it's giving you this opportunity to grow exponentially. It's something that, it's only a child at the moment. So, you've still got to grow that into full maturity here within your life. So it's new adventures. Once again, we're sort of seeing March being a very big month for you for new beginnings, all right, new adventures on the horizon. Embracing the fun aspects of that as well. The being playful, and it's that sense of wonder of, like, how children are with the whole, when I grow up, I want to be, and you're sitting here at the end of March, Libra, going, when I grow up, I'm going to achieve greatness. All right. So you're really starting to, see the light for yourself here, and it's creating some really lovely stuff in your life here, because, we do also have the rose energy. So that really is, once again, things sort of starting to open up and bloom for you. You really are starting to see the long-term projections on how this is affecting your life, because not only is it affecting your life, but it feels like it's going to be a very positive a financially abundant situation. But we do see the growth of romance coming through as well with that rose card. But it's really, things starting to open up and bloom for you. You're really starting to, look out and see the flowers rather than seeing the thorns on that rose. You're looking out across that field, and you're really just seeing everything open up to you. All right. And then we have the stork energy, which is a really good, another good business related card for you here as well. So the stork energy is all about gestation. So it's all about, the idea generation, having new ideas on how to, now that you know that you can achieve great things, you're getting all these really great ideas, and you're like, I'm going to achieve this and this and this and this. It's like, it feels like it's an ongoing thing for you here, Libra, where you're really sort of starting something new in your life, and it's really going to take you somewhere, further than what you can currently right now imagine yourself at. It's really a great progression here, and it's leading, further and further and further ahead for you here. And for a lot of you, this does feel like very financially connected as well. So, it does feel as though you are, once again, I just keep getting that analogy of, someone watching by example or observing the way somebody does something, and you really taking that on board as a leadership on how you're wanting to, do things your way as well, and then releasing, taking those first little steps and into doing this, starting this journey for yourself, and then, you just, the more new energy that you're getting, the more new energy you keep on getting, and it's like, one idea after another, and things just exponentially increasing from here on out for you. So it is feeling like a super positive progression. I dare say by April you will be actually really moving forward in this energy, and looking back at March going, wow, like, I'm just so glad I just started that. Whatever that is for you independently there, I do feel as though you're going to look back at March like that's when it all began. That's when everything started for me. All right, but we'll have a look at romantic love as well. We did get that one card sort of talking about, the opportunity for romance to start blooming for you toward the end of March. But we'll have a look at March as a whole with romantic love for Libra. What's going on for Libra in March with romantic love? On the bottom of the deck there, we have life purpose. So yeah, this is definitely heading you in the right direction, Libra. March is something that, like I said, you're going to look back at March and just go, that's where it all began. That's where my life truly began. We do have connection coming through here, so definitely a strong connection between you and somebody. With March, it's I feel like for some of you who are already connected to this person, it's kind of like that strengthening of that connection. We do get a very romantic feel with this card too, with the champagne. We've got music notes in the background. It does feel as though it's like a strengthening connection. For some of you, I'm getting drawn to the palm trees as well. You're learning how to bend and sway with this connection, rather than allowing anything to break break the connection. You're learning how to sort of bend and sway a bit with this connection as well, and sort of sway to the music of this connection as well. It's feeling very romantic there. So there is some romance coming with that connection, I feel. We also have the divine masculine. Okay, so we see the strength in the masculine there. We see wisdom with the masculine energy there. I do feel as though you and this connection, you may be both very, I feel as though that's kind of both of you focusing on, just feeling as though you're both focusing on individual aspects, and thinking about things very logically and rationally, trying to, control the emotional side of things a little bit, and tempering that with logic and rationality for yourselves there. I do feel as though that's just the connection in general, just working through a phase of logic rather than emotion. All right, but we'll have a look with the angel answers as well. Libra, what's going on for Libra with romantic connection during March? Yeah, so I see why. I feel like that's why we're seeing that divine masculine temper. Like I said, tempering the logic with the emotional. We do have the weight card. Okay, so once again, I'm just sort of feeling that that's talking about just waiting it out, and seeing how things progress, and really both just kind of focusing on your individual pursuits during March. Kind of, like you seem to have quite a lot going on. It does feel like, financially, career kind of relations there, with what you're doing with your life. So you both kind of just waiting it out and seeing, thinking about things quite logically, that you're needing to, just focus on different responsibilities rather than the romance. Although we do have a bit of romance there as well. So, but we do have remain positive as well coming through. So it does feel as though, there's no need to worry when it comes to connections during March. It's just that matter of, waiting and waiting for yourself to get yourself sorted. I feel for a lot of you there, making sure you're on the right page for you, rather than focusing so much on the connection. You're focusing a little bit more on yourself, which, we all go through those phases where we do need to, look at different responsibilities. We can't just be romance, romance, romance all the time. There is other aspects of our life we do need to sort of sort out as well. But I do feel as though March is a really good time period for you work-wise and financial, like leading you into your future here. Like I've said a few times already, you're going to look back at March and go, this is where it all began. This is where my life truly began, and things actually started for me in March, and then they just flew from there on out. So I do feel as though this is a really good starting point for you here, Libra. Things are going to, really tie up really well, and I feel like at the end of March you're going to have a really, really good idea of exactly what's coming next and where you're going with all this sort of stuff. Okay, so but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.